No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Touchdown. Andre Yoshibas. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Nix to the air. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On the return is Jones. Able to slither by. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they will. They're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over man, that's Gesicki down the field. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
Gun. Stop. 11. 180. Stop.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
11 MT. Can.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Bengals.
11 MT, take. Shot. 180. 12, 12, 12. Shot.
And that'll be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
This is Brown going up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshivas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he gets this from the midfield before he's brought down.
14 yards on the play. That's good for a Denver.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
14-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
4 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
A final shot before break. Nix. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, and that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
11,
They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
Another run for Brown on second down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Hey, can. Stop.
Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Working out of the gun is Nix. A short throw to Ingram.
And he's the epitome of what we call the groove tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Catching. Away.
Throwing Nix. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
A gain of 15 yards.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Catching.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
At the 32-yard
Defensively
line.
on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Nix. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 32 yards. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide side.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas.
Burrow's pass complete to Andre Yoshibas.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
1st down, Bengals.
They run it with Pirine on 1st down. Pushing his way through. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Gun.
They go play action with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Following the bunch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing a partner. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Nix. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Nix. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, they needed three scores to have any chance. There's the first of the three as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. He'll air this one out from Mims. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Up the middle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play,
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Joseph Osai able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Bombers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, 33 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again in the fourth. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score. Bengals 27.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Flushed out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 45 yards. And the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Here we go.
The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
35, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Nix from the shotgun. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Luck's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good move. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll get this out to his running back, P-Rod. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Gun.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That is intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5.
It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.